Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in a world without light? A place where the sun never rises, where silence is broken only by the drip of water or the flutter of wings. Deep beneath the Earth's surface, in the pitch-black labyrinth of caves, life doesn't just survive, it thrives. Today, we're diving into the hidden world of cave-dwelling animals, creatures that have evolved in ways so extraordinary they seem almost alien. From blindness to glowing bodies to hearing the world through echoes, these animals are masters of survival. So grab a flashlight, or maybe you don't need one, and let's explore the secrets of the subterranean world. Caves are like another planet right here on Earth. Imagine a place where light doesn't exist. Temperatures swing from freezing to scorching, and food is so scarce you might have to wait weeks for a meal. It's not exactly a vacation destination, right? Yet for some animals, this is home sweet home. Let's paint the picture. Caves are formed over thousands, sometimes millions, of years. Water seeps through rock, dissolving limestone, carving out vast networks of tunnels and chambers. Some caves are so deep, they've never been fully explored. And in these dark, quiet worlds, life faces challenges most of us can't even imagine. First, there's the darkness. Total, unrelenting darkness. No sunrise, no moonlight, just black. Then there's the scarcity of food. Unlike a forest or an ocean teeming with life, caves are like deserts. Resources are few and far between. Temperatures can be extreme too, sometimes dipping near freezing or spiking in geothermal caves. And yet, against all odds, animals have found a way to not just survive, but to carve out a life in these extreme conditions. So how do they do it? The answer lies in their senses. Without light, sight becomes useless. So, cave animals have evolved other ways to see their world. Let's start with touch and smell, the unsung heroes of cave survival. Take the cave salamander, for example. These slimy little guys, sometimes called olms or proteus, are like the ninjas of the cave world. They don't need eyes because their skin is like a sensory superpower. Tiny nerve endings in their skin pick up vibrations in the water or air, letting them feel their surroundings. And their sense of smell? It's off the charts. They can sniff out a tiny shrimp or a stray insect from meters away in complete darkness. Think about it. In a world where you can't see your food, your mate, or even a predator sneaking up on you, touch and smell become your lifeline. It's like having a built-in GPS and a food detector all in one. But that's just the beginning. Let's dive deeper into the evolutionary tricks these animals have up their sleeves. If you think losing your sense of sight sounds like a disadvantage, think again. In caves, evolution has turned blindness into a superpower. Let's meet one of the stars of the subterranean world, the cave fish. Cave fish, like the Mexican tetra, are a perfect example of how evolution works its magic. Thousands of years ago, their ancestors lived in rivers and lakes with fully functional eyes. But when some of these fish got trapped in caves, maybe during a flood or a shift in the landscape, they faced a choice: adapt or die. Over generations, their eyes started to disappear. Why? Because eyes are expensive. They take energy to maintain, and in a cave where there's no light, they're about as useful as a flashlight with no batteries. But losing their eyes wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning. Cave fish developed other senses to compensate. Their lateral line system, a series of sensory organs along their sides, became hypersensitive, picking up tiny changes in water pressure. It's like they can feel the shape of the cave around them. They also got better at tasting and smelling, helping them find food in the dark. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. These fish are so well adapted that they can navigate mazes of rock and find food faster than their sighted cousins in rivers. Evolution said, no eyes, no problem. And that's not even the wildest adaptation in the cave world. Let's talk about echolocation, the superpower that makes bats the rock stars of the cave world. Picture this: you're a bat, zipping through a pitch-black cave at high speed, dodging stalactites and chasing tiny insects. How do you do it? With sound. Bats like the cave-dwelling horseshoe bat use echolocation to see with sound. They send out high-pitched clicks, too high for us to hear, and listen for the echoes. These echoes tell them where objects are, how far away, and even what they're made of. It's like having a sonar system built into your brain. Some bats can even tell the difference between a moth and a pebble, just by the way the sound bounces back. But here's where it gets really cool. Some moths have evolved to fight back. They have developed their own tricks, like producing ultrasonic clicks to jam the bat's sonar. It's an evolutionary arms race, right there in the darkness of the cave. And then there's bioluminescence, the glow-in-the-dark magic of the cave world. In places like New Zealand's Waitomo caves, glowworms light up the ceiling like a starry night sky. These aren't worms, by the way. They're the larvae of a type of fly, and they glow for a reason. Glowworms use their light to attract prey. Tiny insects see the glow, fly toward it, and get caught in sticky threads the glowworms dangle from the ceiling. It's like a natural trap, glowing in the dark to lure in dinner. But bioluminescence isn't just about food. Some cave creatures, like certain fungi or shrimp, use their glow to communicate or scare off predators. It's like the cave's version of a neon sign. Imagine living in a world where you make your own light. It's beautiful, but it's also practical. These animals have turned the darkness into their playground, using senses and abilities we can barely comprehend. But how do all these creatures fit together? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The cave ecosystem. Caves might seem empty, but they're buzzing with life, if you know where to look. Every cave is its own little world, with a food web as complex as any forest or coral reef. At the top, you've got predators like bats or cave spiders. Below them, you've got scavengers and herbivores munching on whatever scraps fall into the cave. Think bat guano or bits of plant matter washed in by floods. But the real MVPs of the cave world? Microorganisms. Bacteria and fungi are the unsung heroes that keep these ecosystems running. They break down organic matter, like guano or dead animals, turning it into nutrients other creatures can use. Some bacteria even eat minerals in the cave walls, creating energy in a process called chemosynthesis. It's like photosynthesis, but instead of sunlight, they use chemicals. Mind-blowing, right? These tiny organisms are the foundation of the cave food web. Without them, the whole system would collapse. Cave fish eat tiny crustaceans that feed on bacteria. Bats eat insects that nibble on fungi. Everything is connected, and it's all happening in the dark. But here's the thing. This delicate balance is under threat. Caves might seem cut off from the world, but they're not immune to what's happening above ground. Let's talk about the challenges these incredible ecosystems face and what we can do to protect them. Caves are fragile, really fragile. A single human footprint can crush centuries-old formations. Pollution from nearby farms or factories can seep into groundwater, poisoning cave streams. Even something as simple as a hiker's flashlight can disrupt animals that have never seen light before. And then there's climate change. Rising temperatures can mess with the delicate balance of cave ecosystems. Warmer caves might dry out, making it harder for animals like salamanders to survive. Changing rainfall patterns could flood caves or cut off the flow of nutrients from the surface. It's a ripple effect, and these animals, already living on the edge, don't have much room to adapt. But it's not all doom and gloom. Around the world, people are stepping up to protect caves. Conservation groups are working to clean up polluted caves, limit human access, and educate the public. Scientists are studying cave ecosystems to understand how they work and how we can save them. And here's the cool part. You can help too. Citizen science projects let everyday people like you get involved. You can report cave sightings, monitor bat populations, or even help map unexplored caves. Every little bit helps keep these ecosystems alive for future generations. The cave world is still full of mysteries. We've only explored a tiny fraction of the Earth's caves, and every year, scientists discover new species, creatures that have been hiding in the dark for millions of years. From blind spiders to glowing fungi, there's so much left to learn. Scientific research is key to unlocking these secrets. By studying cave animals, we learn not just about them, but about evolution, adaptation, and even our own planet's history. Caves are like time capsules, preserving clues about life from millions of years ago. But beyond the science, there's something magical about caves. They remind us how resilient life can be, how it finds a way even in the toughest conditions. They show us that beauty can thrive in the darkest places. So the next time you hear about a cave, or maybe even visit one, take a moment to think about the incredible creatures living there, perfectly adapted to a world we can barely imagine. The subterranean world is calling. Will you answer? Let's keep exploring, keep learning, and keep protecting these hidden wonders. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the dark. Until next time, stay curious.